looking at you, and you're looking at me. I can feel something, what can it be? तुम्हारा मेरी जिंदगी में होना एक ऐसा सुकून भरा एहसास है जैसे खिली धूप में ठंडी हवा का झोंका। मुझे आज भी वो दिन याद है जब तुम मेरी जिंदगी में आई थी, जैसे एक छोटी सी गुड़िया मेरे को अल्लाह ने मुझे गोद में दे दी। तुम्हारे चेहरे पे इतनी कशिश, इतनी खूबसूरती और इतना नूर था कि मुझे लगा अल्लाह ने मेरी दुआ कबूल कर ली, और इसलिए मैंने तुम्हें नाम दिया ज़हरा, यानी कि जिसमें है खूबसूरती की चमक। तुम्हारे वो नन्हे कदम, तुम्हारी मासूम मुस्कुराहट और वो छोटी छोटी शरारतें बहुत बहुत याद आई। पता ही नहीं चला तुम कब बड़ी हो गई, और अब तुम कुछ ही दिनों में रुखसत हो जाओगी अपने ससुराल। और इतने बड़े मौके पे मैं तुम्हें तोहफा दे रही हूँ बैंड बाजा ब्राइड, जो मेरा काफी अरमान था तुझे देने को। पाकिस्तान से जब मेरे माँ बाप ने मुझे निकाह के बाद रुखसत किया था बॉम्बे के लिए, तो मेरे दिल से दुआ थी कि कोई भी बेटी अपनी माँ से दूर ना जाए और कोई भी माँ बेटी आपस में मिलने को ना तरसे। पर आज देखो तुम मुझसे कितना दूर जा रही हो, सात समुंदर पार अमेरिका। लेकिन तुम्हें रुखसत करने से पहले मैं तुम्हें एक पाक मुसलमान दुल्हन की तरह देखना चाहती हूँ, और मेरे इस ख्वाब को पूरा करने के लिए मैं तुम्हें सौंप रही हूँ बैंड बाजा ब्राइड और सब्यासाची को।
It's not always that I get a special letter from an important fan writing to me about what to do with brides on Band Baja Bride, and what do you do when the fan is actually the bride's mother. In Zehra's case, her mother wrote me a very beautiful and a passionate letter saying that she came from Pakistan and all she wanted to do was to make her daughter look like a Nizami Dulhan. I stress on the word Dulhan because Zehra is actually marrying a Maharashtrian Hindu boy, and Zehra's mother is a little paranoid that her long cherished dream of seeing Zehra as a Muslim bride with full Nizami Ada might just vanish away. On Band Baja Bride, we try to make the dreams come true for every single bride, and especially their parents too. And in this case, I decided to fly down Zehra to Hyderabad, because which other city can create the magic of a Nizami Dulhan better than Hyderabad? Because this is where the entire Muslim culture of grand weddings, decadent weddings and Nizamiyat was actually born. Hello Zehra, how are you?
I'm fine.
Welcome to Hyderabad.
Thank you very much.
Come, let's go upstairs. You know, all our bridal trousseaux kept upstairs.
Oh wow, I can't wait to see it all.
You like the store?
Yes, I love it. It's so vibrant.
Lovely. Come. So Zehra, tell me, your mother is from Pakistan.
Yeah.
Your fiance is from Maharashtra. He's Hindu.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't easy.
It wasn't, but this story has a happy ending.
It has a happy ending?
Yes, it does.
When did you guys meet?
We met 12 years ago.
12 years ago?
Yes, in the 11th standard. And it's a funny story of how we became friends.
How?
He had a big crush on a girl that was a part of our group.
He didn't have a crush on you, he had a crush on some other girl.
Yes.
And what were you doing? You were writing letters to her on his behalf.
I was helping him out, and that crush just fizzled out, and that's the story of how our friendship began. We bonded as friends over crushes, and he taught me physics and I reciprocated and helped him with chemistry, and the friendship just grew stronger over the years as we did engineering in different colleges.
When did this entire courtship thing happen? When did you all decide that you are going to get married?
So he moved to the US 5.5 years ago, and whenever long distance becomes a part of the equation, things start to fizzle out in a lot of cases. But that didn't happen. In spite of our busy lives, I was starting out my first job, he with his master's degree. our friendship just grew stronger. And that's when we thought that, this is not something worth giving up. But the one thing that we were both very clear about is that we weren't going to do this against our parents' wishes.
And I'm sure there was a lot of opposition, right?
Yes, so my mom had a very different idea of what my marriage would be like and what her future son-in-law would be like. She wanted a good Muslim family, and this is not what she had imagined for me. So yes, it was difficult for her to accept. And
so, who convinced your mother?
it was my dad.
Your daddy?
It was my dad. He just asked me, is this boy going to keep you happy? And I said yes. And that's it. And then he went and spoke to my mom saying that, at the end of the day, it's about who's going to keep your daughter happy. I would really like to, say something nice about my fiancé at this point, because he really did his job in ensuring that he allayed all her fears.
So it's time to meet your fiancé. Shall we Skype him?
Absolutely.
Hello Ninad.
Hello.
This is Sabyasachi from Band Baja Bride.
Hi.
I believe it's 4 a.m. but you're looking very fresh and obviously a lot in love.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this.
Hi, my name is Ninad Mahemkar. I was born and brought up in a typical Maharashtrian family in Mumbai. I currently work as a software engineer at Google in California.
Now I want to ask you a question. You're Maharashtrian
Yes.
and Zehra is Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
So how did your parents react to it when you first told them that you want to get married to her?
Actually, my parents were very cool about it.
They were very cool about it?
Yes, my parents are definitely very cool about it.
I also want to tell you something, that I've heard that you're reading up a lot on Islam because you want to get to know her culture beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on that?
Basically, I want to understand, her religious motivations and, why she prays the way she does and why she does the things she does, so I can be there and support her through that. Because, obviously, she is very religious and, she believes in this a lot, and I definitely want to support that.
Ninad, I have to tell you something. If I was a girl, I would have married you, because let me tell you something. That kind of education, that kind of tolerance is very rare. Well done. Would you like to say something to your lovely bride-to-be?
Of course, yeah. I love you, darling, and I can't wait to see you. I hope you're having a good time there in Hyderabad, and I'll see you very, very soon.
I can't wait either.
Well, she can't wait either, and neither can we. And from all of us at Band Baja Bride, come here soon so that we can get your sherwani together immediately.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Any wishes, sir?
We just wanted to challenge you, so I trust your choice. So, yeah.
That's psychological blackmail, by the way, because you want me to do my best.
Yes.
Okay, sir, I shall do that. I love Ninad. He's an absolute sweetheart, because what I like about him is that he's very easy. I like the fact that he's reading up on Islamic culture because he wants to get to know about Zara better, and I think that kind of dedication is very rare. Okay, Zara. Now that your fiancé has put this pressure on me by putting the ball in my court, that I have to design something for him, I really can't do much without getting an opinion from you as to what is it that you want to wear.
So, Sabya, the main reason that I'm on this show is my mom, and that's the one person that I want to see the happiest on my wedding day. And I know her vision, and she wants me to look like a Mughal princess. And
She wants you to look like a Mughal princess?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you want yourself to look like?
I want to look like royalty too.
You know, Zara, there's a reason why you're here in Hyderabad. I got you to Hyderabad because this is where Nizamiyat started. The Hyderabadi style of dressing up, the Muslim style of dressing up is absolutely decadent, very, very gorgeous. And because this particular store of mine specializes in Muslim bridal lehengas for the Muslim community in Hyderabad, I thought this would be the perfect place for you to start. I've shortlisted a few for you. Shall we try some?
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Come, let's go.
Both Mom and I are huge fans of Sabya, so it was such a pleasure to meet him in person. And after that, the moment that a lot of girls crave for, I had a chance to decide which Sabyasachi outfit I was going to be a bride in. It was finally down to two very beautiful outfits that Sabya had himself picked up for me based on the look that my mother had envisioned for me. 3-in-1 with a lot of shimmer work.
So, my Mughal princess, what do you think?
I'm feeling like one already.
You are?
Yes.
Is this what you want, or do you want to try the next one also?
I think I'll have the option of the other one as well. And the other one was a beautiful green outfit with delicate thread work.
So tell me, which one?
Sabya, I'm so confused. Both of these are so pretty.
And I'm so confused, don't know what to do. It seems nothing's changing.
You know what? Get out of this one. Let's compare both of them and let's decide.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. I can't give you two lehengas. You still need to decide which one you want.
So I'm going to do what my fiance did.
No, you're not going to do that. I'm not going to decide for you. But hold on. On second thoughts, let me call someone very, very special. Someone who's synonymous with developing fashion in Hyderabad. Someone whose sartorial choices I really trust. Smita Shaw. Okay, Smita, we have a small problem. This bride is very confused. Considering it's your city and she wants to look like a Nizami Mughal princess,
Okay.
you decide which lehenga.
I think this one. This one's much better. Yeah, I think so that you've made the right choice.
Really? And you're giving me such a hard time. She just said this. I could have also done that. When I think of the Nizami Dulhan, I think of beautiful skin tones in gold, a pale mouth with a lot of gloss, and very dark, rich, intoxicating eyes, which look like these mysterious girls from Morocco. I think with that, a little bit of flowers in her hair, a pale mint lehenga, this girl is going to look truly exotic. After I finalized Zehra's lehenga, I took her out to experience Hyderabad, and what better place than under the majestic Charminar, the Lad Bazaar. The Lad Bazaar of glittering dreams, beautiful baroque bangles, where Zehra and me thoroughly enjoyed ourselves and chose lovely stunning bangles to go with her wedding jora. Like all exotic cities with very decadent culture, Hyderabad also has its tiny little secrets, and in this case, it was a small little perfumery called Al Harmain.
It was a very beautiful, quaint shop filled with a lot of scents, and all of them were very pleasing to my nose. In fact, I wanted them all.
So Zehra, let me tell you why I've got you here. Because at Band Baja Bride, we commit to special experiences for the brides, and when you've come to Hyderabad, how can you go back without a specialized and customized perfume for your nikah?
Wow. I honestly thought that I was going to walk into the store. They were going to pick a scent that they felt would go well with me and just walk out. But I had a lot more in store, which I honestly was not expecting. They actually customized a beautiful scent for me, and that was done based on not just the color of my lehenga, but the entire theme of royalty.
Now we are talking.
I'm speechless, Sabya. I didn't ever think this would come out this way, but it's amazing. So now I have a beautiful customized attar that's just going to make me smell awesome on my wedding day.
Uruj, yes? One last request. Sure, no problem. You've made her a very beautiful, complicated, feminine perfume. But you know, Band Baja Bride this season is about the jodi. Okay. So there's also a groom. Something that will match this, but will be almost an opposite. Sure, for the groom. We can give him Arabian Oud. That's fantastic. You know why? It's extremely masculine, very, very intense, and very, very mysterious.
And the catch is, it wasn't just for me, but one that would go with Ninad as well. So now we have two very lovely scents for me and for my groom on our wedding day. Next, the Bandbaja bride team had planned a trip to Cosmoderma in Hyderabad, where Dr. Chaitra had a very detailed look at my skin.
So Zara is a young and a pretty bride, and when we had a chat, her major concern was the lack of glow in her skin. So it's the bridal glow that she was looking for. She also voiced a few concerns about some features in her face like her lips, etc. So what we decided to do was do a proper facial analysis and do a face mapping. Through this, we were able to determine that, her lips were a little narrower for her face, and also there was asymmetry from the left and the right side. When it came to the texture of the skin, it was a combination skin type, so she had an oily T-zone, but there was a lot of dehydration and dryness that you could see, which was the reason for the lack of glow. So what we've decided now in terms of doing for her treatment plan is, first we're going to use a very mild enzyme peel mask, which is made of pumpkin and pineapple and papaya enzymes. There's no chemicals in here, but there is exfoliation. The reason is her skin is extremely sensitive, and we don't want to use a chemical peel at this moment on her skin, especially she's going to get married in a very short period of time. Next, I'm going to do a bit of Q-Switch NDTV photo facial. The Rev Light photo facial, so that we would have a little bit of brightening in the skin, lift a little bit of dryness off, and take a little bit of that dullness out of the skin, so she'd get that glow that she's looking for. And finally, we will correct that lip using something called the Ultra Plus injection. So we'll use this to make the lips a little wider so that it's more symmetrical to her face, and also to accentuate it so that it looks young, luscious and natural. So we're done,
And I'm very excited to see how I look.
Alright, let's have a look.
Ooh, yes! After the treatments were done, I saw myself in the mirror and I had a huge smile on my face. That was because I was looking absolutely amazing, and I was very excited for Ninad to see me. It's awesome. Thank you.
A mother's dream is underway in the city of Nizam's Hyderabad, and only heritage jewelry can compete with this extravagance. Coming right up.
When I'm looking at you,